Hey guys, I'm back, and I do mean back. Back by high demand. Today I have another amazing tutorial for you. Today we're going to be making baked lobster tail. You will need the ingredients that you see here: salt, pepper, garlic powder, old bay, paprika, butter. I have one garlic clove, and of course the main guest, lobster tail. I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands and let's get started. Alright guys, so I have taken two lobster tails and I have cleaned them in some cold water, and I got out all the excess gooey stuff and the membrane. You want to make sure you clean your lobster tails, and then I have cut the shell and add the meat to the very top. So I have taken 2 tablespoons of our butter and I have melted them. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go in and we're just going to make us a rub sauce to drizzle on top of our lobster tail. So I'm just taking the one garlic clove. You don't need much, just one. And I'm just going to bang the top of it to remove the skin. And then I'm just going to mix it around into my butter. My butter is nice and hot and melted, so the aroma and the flavor is definitely going to get in there. So I'm just going to throw it in there, take my spoon, swirl it around in there just to get that garlic flavor in there. And then we're going to go in and we're going to season. You want to make sure you add a lot of seasoning so that your lobster doesn't taste very bland and just dry and full of water. You want to have a lot of flavor. So I'm going in with paprika and old bay, some black pepper, and then I'm going to go in with some salt. And I'm just going to stir this around until it blends very well. And this is what we're going to, you can drizzle it, or I have a silicone brush. This is what I'm going to brush on the top and the bottom of the lobster. Now we are going to go in and season the lobster as well. So I'm going to put this aside, and now we're going to go in and season our lobster. Alright guys, so if you can, take a moment and go ahead and preheat your oven to about 375 to 400 degrees so that can go ahead and get nice and hot. I'm going to go ahead and take these lobster tail and we're going to season them as well. We want these to be flavorful, you know, top and bottom. So I'm going in again, the same seasoning. This time I'm using the garlic powder, Old Bay. I'm going to use some black pepper and just a little bit of salt. I'm actually going to go ahead and sprinkle it in my hand so I can monitor how much comes out. You definitely don't want too much salt. Seafood, if you don't already know, it's already a little bit salty because, you know, it comes from the sea. So you don't want to get crazy with it. So now I'm going to go in and we're going to go in and brush the top of this. Now, you want to brush every little side crevices. If it drizzles on over it, that's fine. It's just going to give it more aroma and flavor in your house. And you want to season both sides, top and bottom. You want it to seep in. And I'm just brushing it just like so to make sure every crease, crevices, every little piece of meat is getting drenched into this liquid. This is going to give it that juicy taste on top of the flavors that you put in. And feel free to use any combination you want. You can either squeeze you a lime or a lemon into your mixture, and that will also give it an amazing flavor. You can also use your little Cajun seasoning, whatever you desire. The choices are endless. Get creative in here and it will definitely taste good. Now these is going to go into the oven, center rack guys, so you don't want it to burn, uncovered, for about 15 to 20 minutes. Just like that. It's quick and easy. Lobsters don't take long at all. When they come out of the oven, I'll let you see what it looks like and let you know exactly how long it took. Look at there, guys. These tails took exactly 20 minutes on 375 degrees and they look amazing. My house smells so good. I decided to pair this dish with a baked potato, and now I'm going in and I'm making everything look pretty. I've got me some butter slices in there, and then we're going to top it off with some parsley. You want to make sure your food is nice and presentable because we eat with our eyes. So your loved ones will love to just go ahead and dig right into this just as it looks, because it looks so amazing. I'm going to go in and I'm going to add a little bit more butter because it's a pretty huge baked potato. And then we're going to go in and we're going to try this and see how it turns out. If you decide to make this recipe, let me know in the comment section how it turns out. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna cut my lobster and see what we taste like. And it cut just like butter, so we're gonna go ahead and dip it in some butter. I've melted a side of butter with a little flavor so that I can dip my lobster in. If this is your first time to the party, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time the fun begins. If you enjoyed this video here, give me a thumbs up. Share with anybody you know that has been afraid to make lobster tails, and let them know you don't need the fancy equipment, grill, electric, or outside. Watch the menu is going to show you how to do it right in your oven. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.